Hello there and welcome back to Satisfactory. Yes, we're back on Satisfactory once again. Good to be continuing our single player playthrough on the 1.1 experimental branch. Yes. If you went here last time, we had continued to work on, I should say, on our nitrogen gas tower, which looks awesome, by the way, so far. I'm pretty happy with it. We also did the pipe work, we did the storage for the nitrogen gas, so we can finish building the tower while the storage fills. And today's plan is to hopefully finish the nitrogen gas tower, at least make it functional, get the train station down, the platform for that train station, get it hooked up, and transferring nitrogen gas via train over to our fused frames so those can start getting made. So hopefully we'll get that done today and hopefully be able to finish off anything else we needed to be done, or needed done to it. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Let's go! Alrighty, and here we are. So this was, looks so good at nighttime, by the way. I'm actually quite happy with this build. The strip lighting, using the strip lighting along the side of the tower so you can see it from miles is very, very good. Plus the inside, can't get enough of the inside. I love it. It's very nice in here. When you completely encapsulate the machines like this and make it look like a spectacle, so good. Plus, yeah, this is one of my more favorite production buildings. And then, yeah, we did, we got all these large vents. So we're pretending that these large vents are pulling out air, or pulling nitrogen gas out of the room, because obviously, even though this is kind of a sealed chamber, it is a gas, so it's going to slip through any cracks. But this right here, this is just the raw, node, with nitrogen gas just flowing in this little cone shape. That's kind of why we have this cone shape. I actually don't think so. Is nitrogen gas? I don't remember if nitrogen gas was lighter than air or not. I don't remember science class. I'm sorry. I play Satisfactory and I don't remember hardly anything from my science classes in high school or anything like that. In high school, middle school, whatever. Yeah, I don't remember any of that. Yes. Anyway. So, what should we do today? So, yeah, we already have our plans. We're going to be building the train station today and getting it hooked up to our train line that we've got brought out here. And then we'll go ahead and finish the rest of this. So while we're building all this, our storage, like I had said, our storage is being full. So this is nitrogen gas, obviously. It's not flowing anywhere. It looks like the storage is full. Yeah, I think storage might be full. Well, okay, cool. That works for me. I don't mind. But yeah, we got to get that, and then we got to get the train station piped up to the tower, and then we can finish the tower, I think. I think that'll be our goal for today. Let me move this this tower here. Let's move it over this way. Come on. There we go. No. Give me this. There we go. Alright, that way we don't have to have this. And then we'll go... I'm going to throw this here. And we'll have to connect this up there so that this stays powered. So a little bit of a trickery here. I did put a wall connector inside the machine. So it looks like just a piece of it. So that's how it's getting power. And the only reason that was so I could daisy chain it up to the light up there. Yeah, little sneaky. Little sneaky sneaks. But yeah, then that allows us to disconnect this as well. So, and then I did forget about that. Let's go back in here. Tink. Ah, so bright. Bright and shiny. Let's grab a connection there. It's actually a little bit laggy in here with all the reflections. And let's connect it to there temporarily. There we go. So that still gives us the ability to climb the tower, because I don't have the internal electrical network in there yet. Usually what I'll do is I'll put power on some of the walls on the inside so that you can use your hover pack to get to the top. And plus I'm going to need power up there anyway, because I'm going to be putting down a scanner or a tower. What the heck is it freaking called? Radar tower. There we go. You'd think I'd know these things after 3,500 hours, but pff, I forget that. Half the time I can't even remember what the refinery is called. Like, what the hell is that damn thing? Always have to look. I remember the particle accelerator, constructor, assembler, manufacturer, you know? But the refinery, I do not know why, but that always stumps me. It's so weird. And then I look like a fool because people think that I've never played this game before, or I have very limited experience. I mean, they see I'm in Phase 4 and they go, okay, he has some experience in the game, but they don't realize that 3,500 hours. If they knew that, they'd be like, "You're an idiot. Like, what is wrong with you?" Freaking heck. Okay, so the train station is going to go off of this particular grid here. I love the green, by the way. The green is just... Look how far that green goes out and reflects. It's only here. Okay, so it's only when you're close. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because they want to, they want the game to actually play decent, with decent FPS, and still have global illumination on. I mean, I have global illumination that's basically doubled the normal amount, which I have that fixed down in the description below if you wish to use it. This is a temporary fix, so don't worry. When you restart your game, it goes back to normal. So if it's too much for you, just shut down the game and come back, and it'll go back to default. But me on my PC, I have it permanent. Well, I mean, technically it's permanent. I mean, it's not like I can't go in and change it, but it's a permanent fix for lumens, because I don't like the way the lumens look now. I know why they did it, and I'm not going to say that they should change it back. They did it because of performance. They want the game to perform well. But me personally, I like the way the lumens looked back in Update 8. When it was like this. When it was crazy. Because it looks good, This actually looks like neon lighting, It's like the neon lights are very bright, all that good stuff. Actually really liked it. Okay. So now we just need to figure out how we're going to do this train station. I mean, I already know how, but... Alright, we're going to put that like that, and then we're going to go... Yeah, I'll just put that there. But yeah, so the way this is going to work, the train line is actually going to go around our tower. Some of these aren't going to exist. I'm just placing them so I can place down the rails. But I need to get the train station established first before I build too far. There we go. And we're going to probably build along the edge of this, so we're going to... definitely going to want it like this. I'm going to try to go in as tight as I can. But yeah, so basically the train line comes in on this side from down there. It comes in past the train station, and then it goes around the tower and then into the train station on this side. So that's how I'm going to build it, which I love doing that, because the very first time I did it, I was just like, oh, this looks nice. But now I'm just like, yeah, I like to do this. Make the train station part of the building. We probably can go here. We don't want to get too close. That's too short. Okay. Wait a second. Can I... Where's the back? Oh, this is the backside. That's why I'm glad I left that painted. Okay, we'll see if this might be too close. We might have to go out one. Yeah, it's too close. Okay. That's fine. Plus, with 1.1, train building is so much easier than it used to be. I tell you. I mean, I love train building before 1.1, but man, this is just... It just took it to a new level. So good. Plus, I can straighten my track, just like I would with the belts. Really nice. Okay, there's our autosave. Yeah. So the train is definitely going to clear the pipes before it was clipping, and when it was in one, so... Definitely always put a filter on when deleting frame foundations, because you can delete things on the other side of them. So, always a good idea. Alright, and then from here... We'll delete all these, because we can always put these back. Yeah, see, I just selected all that I didn't want. That's just the way it is, though. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we delete those because what I'm going to do is we're going to go over into architecture again. We're going to use the inverted ramps. And these ones are going to go all the way around the tower, like this. It's okay if it goes through the pipes. I'm fine with it. And then, yeah, we'll go to there. That's going to go into the tower, isn't it? Not if we do this. Well, I mean, we don't have to. I might leave this for next time. We'll definitely pull this across here. That. Okay. That works there. And bam. Okay, so that'll bring the train line in. Now we're going to leave this gap right, or this unbuilt right now, so that we can, have the little S bend. We've got to have a little S bend in this. Probably. Should we do extra? Do this here. That could look good. Yeah, because it doesn't interfere with the pipes, so... Eh. Oh. Alrighty, well, that's not good. Should still work, though. Yeah, my, I've got one of those mechanical keyboards. This one's pretty old. It's got a good good number of years on it, and the key like slides up and down inside of a hole. That's the best way I can explain it. It's basically got a little track inside there, and yeah, the side of the track broke out, and my control key just like fell off my keyboard. I could put it on there, and as long as I hit the control just right, it works just fine. But if I hit it off to the side a little bit, which is probably why it broke, because over the years I didn't hit the control square on. I've been hitting it on slightly the side of it, slightly off the center, and that's probably why it broke. But yeah, it's finally. It's just like it feels a little weird. I look down, and the freaking key just goes off onto the desk. It's like, what? Well then, yeah, not a mark of a bad keyboard or anything. This keyboard's been amazing, but just a little bit of super glue on the piece of track that broke, and because it's plastic, a little bit of super glue in it, it'll work just fine. Alrighty. Yeah, this keyboard is so old that the little wrap that comes around the keys to turn them black, because they're the keys are actually clear. Or not, they're not really clear, they're more like a whitish plastic, and that way the light shines through because it's a light up keyboard, the light shines through the keys, and it's got this little black wrap over it, where the only thing that shows through for the lighting is the actual key, the like letters and numbers and symbols. And yeah, on my WASD, there's like spots where like a quarter of the key or so has completely just been peeled away. Just wore off. Freaking hilarious. Yeah, that's how long I've had it though. Yeah, the shift key especially has got a big old spot where just the wrap it. You can't even see that it says shift anymore. Yeah, good old keyboard, but yeah, it's all I got, so I can't exactly. It's not like the keyboard's ruined or anything, just the control keys are going to be a little weird until I can fix that. Yeah, I spent like $200 on this keyboard and mouse set. So that was years ago when I had money. When I started this whole YouTube thing, kind of. It's like I had the money to get some stuff. Not anymore, I say. Alright, train station. Yeah. It's a little bit laggy, as you can probably tell. Okay, so if it wanted to be straight on, it's going to be there. But we don't want to be straight on, plus we want to be about 2 foundations away from the tower to get us room to bring the pipes down. And then over. Yeah, we want it to be here. So we're going to S-bend into that. What I could do is do that. Or is that too short? Oh, it turns too sharply. Okay. Oh, still turns too sharply. Okay, so we'll bring it to here then. There we go. So that's how far we'll pull the tower out. Okay, and then from here, or how far we'll pull the thing out. So it's right there. Actually, I don't have to do that anymore. I can just do this. Good old 1.1. And then to there. Okay, perfect. So that gives us our S-bend shape as well. Now we can go ahead and throw down our train stations. Well, let me throw down the rest of this. Oops. Yeah, so it's 1-2 away from where the track is. Sweet. Oh yeah, the other thing I'm going to do too is we're going to go over here to architecture. We're going to go over to the catwalk, and we're going to cover this thing in catwalk. It's going to be very expensive and it's going to be very time consuming, but that's how it's going to go. And except for the edge pieces, we're going to do that. But yeah, basically just cover this entire thing in catwalk. Because it does fit with the style, so that's why I like to do it. And then we'll get the train stations down and the train line started, and then we'll get it hooked up to that. Alrighty, so now we've got the train station placed down. Oh, and my control key is out of commission for the moment. I got some super glue on it, but I do need to let it settle for a few hours before I decide to put the key back in there. But I do got the track fixed, so at least it looks like fixed. I mean, it looks correct. I didn't glue it in upside down or anything, so. But yeah, it looks correct. So, yep, just gotta wait to give the glue time to settle for a few hours of super glue. So usually settles within an hour or so. But I want it to. The longer it cures, the more strength it's going to have before I put any kind of pressure on it. So my control key will be out of commission for probably the rest of the episode. We'll see. See what happens. Well, it's not really out of commission. I've got a little thing that I'm using to press the thing. So there's my control key there. I'm pressing it. So I can use that to press it, but I can't press it with my pinky finger like I usually do. So. But yeah, so we got a train station down here, and I've got it completely covered in catwalk intersections. The one thing we do need to do, we need to do a few things, but the one thing we do need to do down here is get a catwalk going up to the upper floor, which we're going to do here. And I'm actually going to use, we're going to use some catwalk like that. Just to kind of, merge it together. Go up here and grab that. Okay, we need to go... Oh, wait, we can have an elevator, can't we? We don't know. I mean, can we fit an elevator in that spot? Or is it taken over? I completely forgot. Yeah, we could totally do an elevator. In behind the pipes. Oh. Because the pipes are going to end before they get down to the ground level. And as long as we don't... again, can't use my control key. But as long as we don't... Actually, this might not work. Well... I mean it... Well, no, it won't work. Dang it. Yeah, the train station's in the way. I can't really go any further that way with it. Okay. Well, this will still work, it just won't work there. But if we put a... Actually, yeah, if we put the walkway here, or the elevator here, in its own little area... Wait, where's the foundation at? Oh, nope, not quite. That's not going to work anyway. Gonna put it here. We'll just connect it there, it's fine. Okay, and then we won't need that one. Yep, so that now has power. Actually gives power to our elevator too, for now. Yep, and then that'll be the internal power network I was talking about. That'll bring power up the tower so that you can fly. Yep, then we got a nice little elevator. Boop! Yeah! Oh, how nice. Very well done. Okay, so basically it'd be the idea of once they get off the train station, they can then head over here. I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So we could put a train station in. Or train in. Then we do architecture. Nah, we'll do this later. If we even remember to. Yeah, that'll bring us that. And then we're going to need power. Like I said, power going up the tower, so. Power come from the elevator. Alright. Well, I'll build that in a minute. I was just wanting to get this in there so that it's out of the way. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring these down all the way over to here. That's why there's a random train line, it's so I can have power. But we're going to bring these down all the way over here. Bring these to the middle, just like that. And then there's our dual rail. And then we're going to make it go. And there goes my power. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it there. Might bring it a little further out. Might be a bit too much. Or a bit too close, actually. Yeah. Every time I lags like that, it's my power pack connecting to a new source. Okay, we'll bring it to there then. My power! Why did I lose my power? Freaking hover pack shenanigans! I'm right next to a powered rail, you Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. But I'm right next to a powered rail! Look, there we go. Jeez. The nerve of this game irritates me. It loves watching me falter. Yeah, that's not too close. Oh, I just love that I could just straighten the rail like that. I don't have to have. Wait, what the heck? That was weird. I don't have to have freaking bracer tracks anymore. I don't have to waste time with bracer tracks. I can just do, and it just works, and it looks good. Okay, don't need that anymore. And then we need to build this into an intersection. Now this is going to be interesting because this is on a curve. Now obviously with this we can just pull directly from here and it'll be fine. But I need to pull from here somewhere. I can't pull from way back here. I'm going to have to pull from probably right there. Let me see. Is that going to be okay? Actually, yeah, it's okay with it. I'll pull it a little bit further back, though. Maybe we'll pull it from here. Oh, it's not playing nice. I want to pull it from the middle of this foundation here. Actually, I might be able to still do that. If I put in a signal and I hold control with my, basically a toothpick. What is essentially a toothpick. Can I rotate this, please? I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, it's just on this side of it. So basically what I've done there, though, is I've used the signals, just like in 1.0, to give myself a little break in the track. And then I can use that to then do this. It's not going to be the prettiest junction in the world, but it will work. Should we pull from a closer area? There? No, that's too close. Too far away. Just trying to make it even. Oh, that is too close. I see. Because it is further away. I mean, we can always do this. How'd you get in there? That fixes that. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull all the way from, and I lose my power. And I still can't fly. It's like somebody shut off the hover pack. I just pull from back here, screw it. Like I say, not the most prettiest of junctions, but it does work. There's no S-bends, so that's kind of the point. And I might just say to hell with it. Actually, that's not too bad. The curve is very similar. Okay. Well, I've got some work ahead of me to do, so let me get that done, and then, yeah, we'll see where we can go from there. Alrighty, I know we're getting up to against our end of our episode once again, and we don't even have the pipes hooked up. We'll do it in a minute. But, yeah, so this right here is what I've got done here. And use the same trick. Basically, you take a architecture, and you take the big pillar support right here, and you just put it exactly where you want it, where in the corners of it, even though they're round, the corners are going to stick out perfectly square for a lot of the foundation. Just put these down and then put the foundations underneath it, and then delete them, and then put your foundation on top. These ones I nudge down just a little bit so that they're just underneath the track so they don't clip through, because otherwise they'll clip through the track pretty hardcore. So, and then yeah, we've got that. We've got it all connected. Of course, we're going to put in our path signals just right for our intersection here. And I do got to measure this before I send the train out, but that's okay. Okay, and there's our pass signals, and then block signal, block signal, block signal. Okay, there's our intersection. Then we'll go up here and put down our block signals for our train station. So block signal there, block signal there, We should be able to fit a full 5-car train all the way around if it's waiting for this side. Okay, perfect. Oh, there's that bug again. Okay, perfect. Now let's name this is nitrogen and gas well 3000. The nitrogen gas well 3000. Oh boy. Yep, it's the most hardcore nitrogen gas tower you ever see. Oh boy, here we go. 80s and 90s commercials. The freaking toy commercials is so hilarious to me. Even as a kid, I always laughed at them because it was so ridiculous at the time. Anyway, so yeah, basically what I'm gonna do here, just real quick, is we're gonna get the pipe network done, and I'm actually tempted to just build it and then show you guys what I've done. Okay, this will just. But yeah, basically we're gonna put this in here right at the front because we need. We do need a structure to put the pipes on. I mean, we could delete the wall and put them on the wall, but I want to put them on a structure itself. I wish I had a half foundation of this. That would have been nice. But yeah, basically we're going to put the pipes probably in the middle of this structure rather than on the outside, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, we need 5 pipes coming down this bad boy. Coming in from the bottom of that, through the beam, of course. They'll come down, and then they're going to connect to these train stations. So, yeah, because we're at the end of our episode here, I'm just going to go ahead and do it, and then kind of give a brief, minute of showing of what I did, and then next time we'll finish up the tower and whatnot. Or I could finish it up by hand. I might just finish it as well. And then we'll just look at the extra bits when I get done with it. So yeah, let me go ahead and do that real quick, and then we can say that the nitrogen gas tower is done this episode. So give me 5 hours, and let me go do that. Alrighty, so we finally got everything piped, and we're just going to go through this real quick. So I've got some interesting things going on here. So very first off is we come out of the tower. We got, I actually did this on purpose so that it would slope like that, kind of get a little bit of a curve, a little more depth there. But yeah, then it comes down. I've got indicators at the very top so you can kind of see the nitrogen gas at the very top of the tower. And then at the very bottom of the tower, we've got these as well. And because of the bug, it's kind of coloring them weird with you're not coloring the actual indicator, but that's okay. But then, we go into the slant. Now, these pipes are just about touching. You can't fit a piece of paper in them, so they're touching. And then we go into this, and I've actually done a few things here. So with this, then they go down below this walkway here, to then go down to the train station. I actually did these slopes on purpose, because I actually kind of like the way that looks. Especially because here I wouldn't be able to have a straight pipe like that one. And this one is a little bit weird because of the elevators here. So down below, we actually have an elevator to where you get on. So when you get off the train station, this is what I kind of wanted. As you get off the train station, or get off the train, right? If you come in, you have to get off on this side anyway. So then you get up on the walkway, and then you do this little walkway here. And then we go up, and you go up and over, and then you come over here, and you hit the button for the elevator. And then you get your elevator coming in. So, and then you can go down. Down to this floor, or you can go all the way down as well. So I also did this. I did supports for this. Finished the supports for that as well. Nitrogen gas will go up into the tower here. So this tower, I've completely removed my temporary outside. We won't worry about this. Let me actually get rid of this real quick. Get out of here. That blueprint, I didn't end up using that blueprint anyway that I made. So yeah, as we've seen before, nitrogen gas gets pumped out into these 5 pipes, which goes up into the tower and then into our storage tanks. But I've got my internal wire network as well, as you can kind of see around the outer edge, so that you can fly around here. And then we've got our 5, I actually got 6 pipes here because I wanted to use all of them. And in order to keep the gas not going back, sucking out the pipe and going back into this when this empties, so we're going to be emptying these top tanks essentially. And the way this is going to work is it's going to push from the bottom, because all of the stuff comes in the bottom and it goes up the top, or up to the top, and then when we come out here, it's going to basically make sure that once it's past that point into these pipes, then it goes down into where we go into the train station. So if we go down this pipe chute right here, this is all going to be covered, so you won't see this, but yeah, my internal wire network is a little excessive, but it looks nice. Not that you're ever going to see it. But yeah, all the way down here, so we're pulling power from our little light that is providing lighting down there. And we've got this little thing carrying power to this light's carrying power to this, that carries power all the way up, so that we can fly up the tower with our hover pack, essentially. So the reason we have 6 pipes here is just because it looked nice. This is all more aesthetic than anything. But yeah, all the pipes come down here, and then they go into this like sort of merger thing. And this pipe is just to help make sure that these pipes stay at 600 essentially, because that's just an extra. It's an extra 300 either side being merged into this centerpiece, which is in. But yeah, like I said, we've got valves everywhere to make sure that the gas only goes down that way. But yeah, that's essentially the pipe network, and then it goes out of the tower and down. It goes down through those inverted ramp foundations. And like I said, this is all going to be covered, so I'm not even going to worry about lights or anything in here. You're not going to be able to. You're not supposed to be able to get up in here anyway. And I'll do the rest of this later, off camera, if I get the chance. I will definitely build upon this. If not, we'll finish it next time. More than likely, that's what's going to happen. But yeah, I needed 5 pipes across here, and I wanted it in the center. The problem is, this is why it's up here, and I've got this weird thing. The problem was, oh yeah, so I got Mark 1 power to bring the power underneath the walkway. Mark 1 power just seemed to fit nicely. The problem is the train. This right here ends up here. And it's like, oh, it's not touching the track. Well, actually, the train clips this pretty good as it goes by. So, or as it would go by. So I decided to basically build a little structure, then build some catwalks above it, which then led credence to this actual walkway, so you can get to the elevator across the track, get to the elevator, and then go down to the station, or go down into the tower. So that worked out pretty well anyway. And then we pull our pipes through here. So yeah, just one last little bit. We're going to add all the pipes to all of these stations, and we're going to see how fast they fill. It's probably going to take a minute because the pipe isn't going to be full. So we are going to have to keep that in mind, that it's not going to do 100%. It's not going to do a full 600 right off the bat, because the pipe is not 100% full. Uh-oh, we've got a yeah, we've got a borked connector here to fix it. But can I connect to the bottom of this? Okay, I can. Alright, we got that. There we go. And that fixed it. Okay, cool. Looks like, let's see our fill rate here. 500, 60, 70, 80, 90. 600, okay. Fill rate 600, fill rate 5, almost 600, fill rate 600, fill rate 600, fill rate 600. Okay, so we're doing 600 across the board then. That's all I wanted. We are doing full 600, filling our train station. So now, just real quickly before we end our episode, we might go a little long today, but I just wanted to get this done and functional. A little bit longer than we normally do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, then we're going to paint it. Alright, and this one's going to be nitrogen gas train 1, because we're probably going to have more than one. Okay, and then we're going to hit that, and we're going to go. Alright, so nitrogen fused modular frames, nitrogen import, and then the nitrogen gas well 3000. Alright. Save changes. So before we leave here, well, I'm just going to send it on its way, actually. It's fine. Actually, no, it's not fine. I'm not going to send it on its way, because I need to figure out, I need to remember how many, because I don't remember how many frames I'm making down there, and I don't know how much nitrogen gas I need, so I will take a ride down there. But yeah, with that, though, that is going to be it for this episode of Satisfactory. We got the nitrogen gas tower functional. It is now fully functional in filling up the train station. So that's exactly what you wanted. We're filling this train up to 3,000 per minute, which is very nice. So yeah, we'll go ahead and leave it here. So next time, if this tower isn't finished or is finished, then next time we'll continue this rail going down that hill there. And if it's not finished, then we'll finish up the details on the tower and get it all nice and beautiful looking, and then we'll continue on the rail. So, but yeah, like I said, that is going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed. Oh, and before you go, I would like to give a huge shout out and thank you to all of the investors you can see here. Seriously, thank you. You guys are awesome. It is much appreciated. And until next time, I guess it's a goodbye.